Hello, my loves. So I made this book. This is going to be a flip through of this book that I made for my son. And he's an artist, so he journals, but he's more of like a drawer. So I made his book. It has some journaling spaces in it, but mostly for him to do his drawing and just have everything in one place. So I found this cute tie that matched the book that I thought would be a great tie for his book. And here is the cover. Oh. And this book is 100 years old. It's from 1920, so like 102 years old, 101 years old. And he's a Leo. I specifically bought this book online to because it was falling apart, to take apart and use the cover for a journal. As you can see, it's very worn, and I glued extra. Oh, I'm gonna have to fix that. I didn't realize you could see the gray. I'll paint that brown so it matches, but as you can see, I left the wear and tear because I absolutely just love it. I just think it's absolutely beautiful. And I did it to where, I forgot what this is called, but where it's not glued in the middle. And that is so it'll lay flat no matter which one of the signatures he's drawing in. Okay, let me make sure I'm in frame. Okay, so this is the front. I have lots of old book pages in here from vintage books, just that I thought he might like to read, and I just have, oh, that one's stuck. Oh no, that one's stuck in there. I don't want to rip it. Okay, I'll get that out later. Or maybe it'll stay in there. But these are just for him to write like his name and who he is and everything, and whose book it is, or whatever he wants, actually. Sorry if you can hear my daughters in there fighting. And I think this is the Tim Holtz paper pack that I used. And this just has a little passport clip on. And I used the tie. I put in like a couple little tabs. He's really not into like the frilly stuff, so I didn't like do a lot of decorating in here, but I still want to make it, you know, somewhat decorated. And I told him there's a lot of places for him to put pictures. He's moving across the country in a week, so there's places for him to put photos. Some old school paper, I'm sure he will remember. This is a pocket. And this is just a little pocket. I love this. So it has a little card writing spot, and then a bigger one. And here's pieces out of a book that was in Latin. And he loves to read. He loves to read like all the great old classics. And he just started reading One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest that I had found for him. So I put lots of like vintage book pages in here. Here's some more of that book of Latin. Here is a map of Europe, because he's planning on traveling Europe with my other son, who's in Italy right now. So when my son is on leave, they're going to travel around Europe together. So this is part of the tie, and it's for so he can, I'm going to put some pins in here, but he can stick his pin in here or his pencil or whatever. And here is an envelope with just a journaling spot. Little card in here with the lion matching. On the side, same thing, a couple little journaling spots. And I took out little pieces of the books and put them in. I really like what the ones say that I picked. And I really like this book. It was like a very old, I don't know, poetry book or whatever, but I really like some of these ones. So the first signature is like all of this that I put together. And then the last signatures are literally just his drawing pages. So this flips through, probably won't be very long. Little collage I made. And this is talking about a collection which includes 1760. This is a little like collage pocket I did. And then their journaling photo card. So I did this for him to put an important photo for him. And then this just has a journaling spot behind it. I love these little stickers. They're so cute. Sorry, am I bumping the camera? I didn't realize. And the piece of the tie. And some coffee dye paper that I made. And a little saying, it says, about 2,000 ravens for his soul. On November 25th, 1942, he watched. Just little things I cut out. A little journaling spot and a little card. And this is for a photo. I just stuck this other journaling spot in it for now. He can take that out or do whatever you want. And this, I absolutely love this. So, he can put photos on the back, right, do whatever he wants. But I made this card and it's full of little pockets. So, it actually has his birth date. And these cards was an old deck of cards that my mother had, that I still had after she passed away. Both my parents passed away. And so he has a part of Nana with him. And then here is for him to write his name or whatever, or a little bookmark. And I have his initials, and he's the second, so part 2. And this is a guy, a little part about a guy who was writing his own book. So yeah, I really love this. It turned out so amazing. This is like my favorite part of the whole journal. The cards with his birthday on it, I just absolutely love that. Here's the center of the signature, and I didn't put anything, you know, dangles or anything, because he's not really into that kind of thing. So here's an old piece of a magazine, and it's talking about President Kennedy. And another like photo card or journaling spot. And I think most all of these are just from the Tim Holtz paper pack. Here's more of the children's writing paper. So this is just like a little booklet thing I made. So it has a writing space or photo, a little writing space, and then I put in, these are old book pages from the book that were blank. so he can either just keep them because they're cool, 2-year-old paper, or write on them. So I just put different kinds of papers in here for him. And then these are special to us because it totally reminds us of my parents' old house. Every time we look at it, it just like completely reminds us of the chipping paint on my parents' old house. And here is just the first pages of the book that it's made out of, because, you know, why not? And then this, just be stuck on there. And this is another vintage book. And again, these sayings that I cut out of the book are just things that I think he would like or appreciate. And here is a vintage postcard. I don't know if he'll like it, but it's still kind of cool. And then here we get into the drawing. So I gave him a lot of tan pages, and see, it lays flat, so he can draw in any of them. Oh, and I love this. I got the feeling to put this in there. This is from a 100-year-old music book. It says, "The wrong shall fail, the right prevail." And that really means like a lot right now, personally to us. And I just love this, the old music page. It is so old. Look at it. This is all natural coloring. "Oh, come all ye faithful." This is all natural coloring from this. That's how old it is. And I put another little poem in there. It's talking about how your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you, yet they belong not to you. I just love that because I feel like, you know, that's true. Our children are our own people, and they get to decide who and what they want to be. That's not for the parents to decide. So this is just more drawing paper for him. And then there is a gray slate signature also. And here's another piece of the tie. And then in the back, I put this piece of the tie where he can actually slide in his art pencils. Like, he has a set of different charcoal art pencils that will fit right in there. And then a couple more of the cards from my mom's old card deck. My mom loved poker and all that. And a $100 golden bill, because why not? So yeah, that is his book. I really love it, and I think he really, really likes it. He seems to really like it. I made books for all the other kids, for journals, but I didn't quite know what to make him because, you know, he doesn't journal every day and he's kind of not into like frilly stuff. So this turned out perfect, I think. So thank you for watching. Bye.